Stop checking your bank balance for a second, because what I'm about to tell you will completely change how you see your financial future. There are people walking around right now, feeling broke, stressed about money, living paycheck to paycheck, who are actually on the fast track to becoming millionaires. And they have no idea. See, here's the thing nobody talks about. Becoming a millionaire isn't about suddenly making six figures or winning the lottery. It's about subtle shifts in your behavior that compound over time. And if you're exhibiting these 5 signs, you're already playing a completely different game than 95% of people out there. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where you stand. And if you recognize even 3 of these signs in yourself, I'm telling you right now, your breakthrough is closer than you think. Sign number 1, you've stopped buying time wasters and started buying time back. Here's how you know you're leveling up financially, even if you don't see it yet. You've started making decisions that value your time over your money. Let me explain. Poor financial thinking says, I'll save $50 by spending 3 hours doing this myself. Millionaire thinking says, I'll pay $50 to get those 3 hours back so I can use them to make $500. If you've recently started doing things like paying for grocery delivery instead of spending 3 hours doing this yourself, 2 hours at the store, hiring someone to clean your house so you can focus on your side business, or buying that course instead of trying to piece together free YouTube videos for months, you're exhibiting millionaire behavior. Why? Because millionaires understand something fundamental. Time is the only resource you can never get back. Money is renewable. Time is not. I remember when I first made this shift. I was making maybe $45,000 a year, and I paid someone $100 to detail my car. My friends thought I was crazy. You could do that yourself. But those 4 hours, I used them to finish a project that landed me a client worth $3,000. That's millionaire math. If you're starting to think this way, if you're catching yourself calculating the value of your time rather than just the cost of money, you're already thinking like the wealthy. Your bank account just hasn't caught up yet. Sign number 2, you're uncomfortable around people who only complain about money. This one is huge, and most people don't even realize it's happening to them. Have you noticed that when your friends start complaining about being broke, about their jobs, about how impossible it is to get ahead, you feel this weird discomfort, like you just want to exit the conversation? That's not you being a bad friend. That's your subconscious recognizing that you've outgrown that mentality. Here's what's really happening. You've stopped seeing yourself as a victim of your circumstances. You might still be struggling financially, but somewhere deep down, you've accepted that you are the variable that changes everything. Not the economy, not your boss, not your background. You. Millionaires are allergic to victim mentality. Not because they're unsympathetic, but because they recognize that complaining is just negative goal setting. When you complain, you're literally programming your brain to find more evidence of why things are terrible. If you find yourself naturally gravitating toward people who talk about opportunities instead of obstacles, who share what they're building instead of what's breaking, congratulations. You're curating a millionaire's mindset, even if you're not there yet financially. Your network is your net worth. And if yours is starting to shift, your wealth is about to shift with it. Sign number 3, you're investing in things that haven't paid off yet, and you're okay with that. This is the sign that separates people who will eventually become wealthy from people who stay stuck forever. Are you putting money into something right now that hasn't generated a single dollar in return? Maybe it's a course you're taking, a certification, a side business you're building, stocks you're holding, or skills you're developing. And here's the key part. Are you okay with the fact that it hasn't paid off yet? Because most people need immediate gratification. They'll spend $200 on a course, and if they're not making money within 30 days, they call it a scam and quit. They'll start a business, and if it's not profitable in 3 months, they shut it down. But millionaires? They understand delayed gratification. They plant seeds knowing full well they won't see fruit for months or even years. And they're completely fine with that. Warren Buffett didn't become a billionaire by day trading. He held investments for decades. The average millionaire reads 1 to 2 books per month, investing time and knowledge that might not pay dividends for years. I invested $2,000 in learning video editing 3 years ago. Didn't make a single dollar from it for 8 months. My family thought I was wasting money. Today, that skill has generated over $80,000 in income for me. If you're currently in this phase where you're investing in future you, and you're not panicking because you haven't made it yet, you're exhibiting one of the most crucial millionaire traits: patience mixed with persistent action. The money is coming. It's just being built behind the scenes. Sign number 4. You've started saying no to things that used to excite you. This one might sting a little, but it's one of the clearest indicators that you're on your way up. Have you been turning down invitations lately? Skipping nights out, saying no to trips, declining dinners that you would have said yes to a year ago? And here's what makes this different from just being antisocial. You're not saying no because you can't afford it. You're saying no because you're choosing to invest that time and money somewhere else. This is called opportunity cost awareness, and it's a superpower that most people never develop. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. Millionaires understand this deeply. They protect their time and resources like a fortress because they know that every hour spent on entertainment is an hour not spent building. Now, I'm not saying you should become a hermit. Balance matters. But if you've noticed yourself naturally prioritizing your goals over temporary pleasures, if you're choosing to work on your business instead of binge-watching Netflix, if you're investing money instead of going out every weekend, you're exhibiting delayed gratification at an elite level. The party will still be there when you're rich. The opportunity to build? That window doesn't stay open forever. Your future millionaire self is thanking you for every no you're saying right now. Sign number 5. You've stopped caring what broke people. Think about your financial decisions. This is the final sign, and honestly, it might be the most important one. Are you making financial moves that other people think are stupid and you're doing them anyway? Maybe you're investing heavily in cryptocurrency while your parents think you're gambling. Maybe you're starting a business while your friends say you should just get a stable job. Maybe you're moving to a smaller apartment to save money while people judge you for downgrading. Here's the truth. You will never become wealthy by following the financial advice of people who aren't wealthy. Most people are broke. That's not an insult. It's a statistic. So, if you're making decisions that most people disagree with, there's a very good chance you're on the right track. Millionaires have this unshakable confidence in their vision. They don't need validation from people who aren't where they want to be. They listen to mentors. They study successful people. They trust their own research and intuition. When I quit my comfortable $60,000 job to start my own business, everyone thought I was insane. My own mother cried. But I had studied enough successful people to know that calculated risk is how wealth is built. 3 years later, I'm making more than I ever did at that job, and I own my time. If you've reached the point where you can hear someone's negative opinion about your financial choices and just smile and keep moving, you've developed the psychological armor that every millionaire needs. Because the path to wealth is lonely at first. Most people won't understand what you're doing until after you've succeeded. And by then, their opinions won't matter anyway. So there you have it. 5 signs you're secretly becoming a millionaire, even if your bank account doesn't show it yet. You're buying time back. You're allergic to victim mentality. You're investing in delayed gratification. You're saying no to protect your future. And you've stopped caring what broke people think. If you recognized even 3 of these in yourself, you're not just different, you're dangerous. You're someone who's going to break through. The wealth is coming. Keep going. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these signs hit home the hardest? Drop a comment below. And if this video gave you that spark of motivation, hit that subscribe button. We're building a community of future millionaires here, and I want you in it. See you in the next one.